This is the Lobo Postgame Show. Once again, Robert Portnoy.
Welcome back inside Dreamstyle Arena, the pit on the Lobo Basketball Postgame Report. New Mexico 92, San Jose State 60. Final. When you need to hit the sweet spot with a bit of a kick, come to McDonald's for the new sweet and spicy honey barbecue glazed tenders. 100% all white meat, breaded and cooked to crispy perfection right before they're glazed for a saucy finish. End your game night with these juicy glazed tenders at participating McDonald's. I'm loving it. Quickly before we go to break, at the 5:28 mark, Hunter, with the Lobos dominating 79-55. Stedman lost his temper down here near his bench. What happened?
Yeah, there was a fan kind of heckling him, and what he says was someone was talking about his mother, and he wanted to go into the stands and have it out with him, and coach just walked him up the ramp. So he left the game at the 5:28 mark.
So with his team down 24, starting post for the Spartans, Michael Stedman was escorted out of the building. You know what I'm craving after today's victory? Fresh strawberries and raspberries dipped in chocolate and New Mexican flavored candy from the Candy Lady. The Candy Lady offers the best candy in New Mexico to celebrate today's win. Swing by the Candy Lady in Albuquerque's Old Town. They're home for almost 4 decades. Perfect when you're in the mood for the perfect treat. Or when you need the perfect gift for all occasions. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow, right? Get some special Valentine's candy for the one in your life from the Candy Lady. It's Valentine's Eve, baby. The Lobos and the Candy Lady. New Mexico traditions for over 30 years. We break 92-60. Lobos over San Jose State. This is Lobo basketball from Learfield IMG College. 92-60. Lobos defeat San Jose State in Dreamstyle Arena, the pit. It's the Lobo basketball postgame report. Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino, your home for winning entertainment, including simulcast racing. Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino is where the Overtime Call-In Show can be found, and J.J. Buck is getting ready to field your phone calls postgame to talk about the Lobo win over San Jose State, 92-60. Let's pause briefly now, 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Lobo basketball from Learfield IMG College. We're live on the Lobo Basketball Postgame Show. Lobos 92, Spartans 60, final in Dreamstyle Arena, the pit. The Lobos had 2 Everguard Solar and Everguard Roofing slam dunks tonight. That's $20 at $10 per dunk to All Face. All Face serves over 2,500 kids and their families every year by teaching the kids how to prevent abuse and guiding them as they recover from it. Help us give children back their childhood. Learn more by visiting allface.org. Lobos 92, Spartans 60, your final score tonight. Time to select our State Farm Insurance assist of the game. There were options tonight. The Lobos shared the basketball beautifully. In fact, assisted on more than half their field goals, 17 out of 30. We picked this one when teammates help each other out. Great plays happen, just like this. Here goes Quatch the other way for the Lobos. Kuiper catching right corner, lobbing it on the post for the two-hand rip by Carlton Bragg. Great entry by Kuiper. Great finish by Carlton. And Everguard Solar slam dunk. Yeah, that was sweet. And the post entries did start to get better as the game wore on. That was early second half. That's your State Farm Insurance assist of the game. Presented by State Farm Insurance. Get an agent that gets you Kuiper to Bragg for the flush. Lobos 92, Spartans 60. Final. Back with more of the postgame report after this timeout. You're listening to Lobo Basketball from Learfield IMG College. Lobos 92, San Jose State 60. That's the final. UNM routs the Spartans here in Dreamstyle Arena to the pit tonight. The Lobos, with that big victory, improved to 11-13 on the year and 5-7 in the Mountain West. Some of the team totals for the contest as the Lobos knock off San Jose State, first of 2 meetings down the stretch between the two teams. New Mexico will head to the Bay Area in a short while. Lobos shoot 50% floor, 30 of 60, 52% from 3, 14 of 27, and 18 of 27 of the foul line, 67%. Fortunate that the missed free throws did not matter here tonight. San Jose State for the game, 35% floor, 4 of 17 distance, 24%, and 8 of 15 at the foul line. Rebounding battle, Lobos win at 45-39. Spartans got offensive boards, 11 of them to the Lobos 7. I know Coach Weir won't like that total, 11 offensive rebounds. Points off turnovers, UNM dominates 14-2. UNM comes back strong second half, points in the paint. Only a 32-30 advantage for the Spartans in the paint. They led 16-8 in points in the paint at the half. Second chance points, it was the Spartans' night, 12-3. But the Lobos got out and ran, and they ran, and they ran, and they ran. 35 fast break points for the Lobos to 2 for San Jose State. And the Lobos outscored San Jose State's bench 32-19. Okay, time for our PNM Reliable Player of the Game. And again, options. The Lobos had 4 in double figures. McQuatch Malawash would have been a great pick. He got it started for New Mexico. Anthony Mathis finished with 4 threes and 16 points. But tonight's PNM Reliable Player of the Game, none other than Keith McGee. San Jose State guarding man-to-man. Oh, look at the crossover dribble by Keith to the rim with a right-hand scoop. McGee with a little shimmy and a little shake after knocking that one down. 15 for Keith. McGee, an unbelievable night. 4 of 6 distance, 7 of 10 from the field, 2 of 2 foul line, 4 boards, had a steal and an assist. Just 3 turnovers for McGee and scored a game-high 20 points. He's the PNM Reliable Player of the Game. They deliver reliable energy to you 24/7. Committed community partners, PNM, adding cleaner resources, including more solar and wind energy, working to build a strong, sustainable energy future for New Mexico. Talk to us at pnm.com, where you can manage your account and learn how to save money on your electric bill. The PNM Reliable Player of the Game is Keith McGee. Coach Weir is with us. We welcome in Lobo head coach Paul Weir for our post-game coach's comments. Congratulations, Coach Weir. A nice, solid win over San Jose State. What pleased you most about tonight's victory?
I thought our defense to open the second half was good. I didn't like our defense in the first. We had 9 deflections at half. I didn't think we had the energy that I would have truly expected in the first part of this game. But I thought we really kind of reorganized ourselves at halftime and came out in the early part of that second half and just got stops and really guarded much better than we did, particularly that middle part of the first half. I just thought defensively our energy level wasn't where it needed to be, and that's why we were at 9 deflections. And we had 21 in the second half, and I think that was just much more indicative of our effort level, our intensity and energy level on the defensive end.
Coach, you guys put up 92 points. A lot of that was in transition.
Yeah.
In the second half, especially when the guards got the long rebounds, they were able to take it down.
Yeah.
Downhill and score the basketball. Is that part of what you wanted to do?
I thought it was that, but I also thought we got the ball inside, you know, and I told the guys that. Like, you know, the one-pass shots, you know, we had a couple stretches there where they happened, but, you know, those quick one-pass or one dribble, you know, guy going on his own shots, I thought we minimized in this game. And I told them, like, wow, now the points go up. You know, like, it doesn't seem to make sense in your mind, but, you know, I mean, to the player, but, you know, but for us guys, that those are good possessions. And I thought we played really well inside out tonight. Obviously, Corey really put pressure on their defense with the things he was able to do. But it wasn't just that. It was kicking the ball back out, getting a good look from 3. I thought we did some good things offensively. But I really, to me, it was about defense, man. That was really what we were trying to do tonight, is really establish ourselves defensively. And I thought we had some stretches where we were pretty good.
Well, you said offensively, you know, before the game, you wanted to create that side-to-side ball movement.
Exactly.
And I thought that happened and created some rhythm, and you guys shot the ball well.
Very much so. Very much so. And that's what we showed them film really today. I mean, San Jose State's a team that's going to pack it in and kind of let you shoot, so we don't need to take the early one. We can all touch it. We can all move it, and you can get it a third of the way through the shot clock, 2/3 of the way through the shot clock, or the shot clock winding down. It's always going to be there for you, but let's let everybody touch it a few times before we kind of put that one up.
We had a couple of boxes that we thought it would be great if the Lobos could check a couple of boxes tonight in the process of winning this game. And I thought having Vance Jackson see the ball go on the net 3 times from distance, that was pretty important.
It was. I told the guys after the game, you know, Vance and Corey in particular have been terrific in practice lately. Terrific. I thought Vance had his best practice of the season yesterday. His attitude was great. He's working hard. He's positive. He's competitive. He's talking to his teammates. And I don't even really know where it came from, but I remember saying, like, man, that's growth. You might not feel it, but like, I notice it. You know, Corey over the last couple of weeks has been through some things, but he's worked hard and he has maintained a really good attitude. So those things, that makes me happy. Like, that makes me feel good about them. And then for them to have good games on top of that, that's all I talked about to the team after the game. Those two kids, I'm really happy for them because I think we've all seen their practice habits in the last little bit, and it's great to see success from there.
We carry over to the court.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And it doesn't always work out that way, but you're giving yourself the best chance to succeed if you just train really hard every day.
We see patterns sometimes unfold, and this is almost an odd one, but it applies here because we were talking about trying to get shooters some rhythm and get them some consistency. There was a 6-game stretch where McQuatch would make multiple threes and then go over, and it happened back and forth for 6 consecutive games. Now he's made multiple threes in 3 games in a row, and he looks, I don't know, more comfortable with his offense. What have you seen?
I think he's looking for the 2-point shot more, and I don't know how long ago it was. I'm racking my brain going through all these things with McQuatch, and if you look at the percentages of his shots last year, and I'm going to ballpark, 65% were 2s and 35% were 3s, and he flipped that this year, and it was like, Quatch, man, like, you've got to get back to getting some 2s, getting some stuff at the rim, getting to free throw. I mean, the stuff we talk about all the time, as opposed to just settling. You can't take 8 shots or 9 shots at San Diego State and 6 or 3s or whatever. You got to find a way to kind of get some 2s, in there and just have a better balance to his shot selection. And hey, once in a while, maybe you will have a game where you're open from 3 and you get going, but I think he kind of went into the year, or just even in his own mind, feeling like the 3 was going to set everything up, as opposed to the other things kind of setting up the 3.
I think 2 things from McQuatch. I think teams have adjusted. They've seen him last year. They had a year of him, so they scouted him. But also, he's going against taller, longer players, so it's difficult for him to score in there.
It is.
And the 2 ball. That's probably why he stepped out and
no question.
More
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
Corey Manigault, I remember talking with Wap about this, and Corey told me that one of his favorite players, LaMarcus Aldridge, he took that beautiful baseline spin move that he's got. That's straight out of LaMarcus Aldridge's game.
Yeah.
He did it early in the year. It got on tape. First 3 or 4 games, he was off the charts.
Yep.
What is he? Because we saw it again tonight. We saw it a couple times, in fact. But he did other things. It feels like he's developing his game a little bit more, so that there's variety.
Yeah, I told the guys in the locker room, they're all talented players. Every single one of these guys is talented players. Sometimes things might get lost in translation or how the season's going or whatever. They're all talented. But in order to really, demonstrate your talent, you need to be in a great place in your mind. You need to have healthy thoughts. You need to want to play hard, want to compete, think positive things about the team, about yourself, about whatever. And I think they've all gone through these periods of whether it's lack of confidence or frustration or whatever it may be. And Corey, tonight, we have you should be subbing yourself out of the game. You're playing so hard, you're going to go, Coach, I need one. And if you do that, then you can put yourself back in whenever you're ready to go. And for the first time all season, Corey did that tonight. He came over and said, Coach, I need one. I'm tired. And it's like, you know what? That's growth. It's not about you anymore. It's not about you wanting to stay on the court for your own personal reasons. It's about you know what? I know I need to get one right now because I'm not very fresh, and someone else can go in and be just as good, and then I'll get back in the game. And I just personally think those two things go hand in hand. I think when you're thinking that way about your team and you're in a good place and you've bought into whatever it is, then the playing well is easy. But when you're fighting things in your mind, whether you're, coming up with things, it's hard to always demonstrate that talent. And I think we have talent. We just need to make sure we get guys all in the right places and spaces in their mind to show that talent on a consistent basis. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at guys when they're out there. We can see them tonight. They're like, you know what? He's not in a good place right now mentally. I saw it tonight. Everyone, and now I'm going to go meet with him and say, come on, man, you got to smile. You got to play hard. You got to buy in. You can't play well when you're in a bad mood or in a bad place. And thankfully, Corey's been in a good place, and I'm happy that the game kind of went that way for him.
And I noticed he took himself out of the game after the defensive effort.
Yeah.
Not because he went on
Good
defense,
point.
right?
Good point.
Because if I was him, I'd be like, Coach, I want to come out. I don't want to play defense.
Anthony Mathis, how did you manage the minutes tonight? He ended up playing with 24.5 minutes.
Yeah, he's relentless. I've tried to keep him out. He won't let me keep him out. The doctors are on his side. He's worked them very well.
So you're fighting uphill.
Yeah, I think he takes Starbucks over there. Yeah,
good,
no, I think he's worked those doctors like you would.
Up,
yeah, he is. So they're telling me, Coach, he's good to go. He's good to go. And his point to me was, Coach, I don't want to lose my rhythm. Like I don't. And I thought, you know what? That's a valid point. He does need to be out there. He does need to shoot the ball. I don't want to sit him for too long and we get back and it takes him some time for sure. So that's kind of where that one went. And I thought he was good. You can still see he doesn't. He's still a little bit not where we'd like him, but we'll just kind of keep working through that.
If I could share a little moment from a practice earlier this week. Your staff working him out here after the practice, and you're like, what's going on over here? Just checking to see if he's okay or conditioning, what's going on? And it's all right. We just want to see what's happening.
Yeah,
you know what? It seems like there was a better feeling when the players rose up today from three. Like the lid was off the basket tonight. What did you see there?
Like I said, I think it's because the ball moved more. If I just come down and throw the ball to Hunter and Hunter shoots, and then we come down the next time and I throw the ball to you and you shoot, and the next time we come down we go like that when we get into those rhythms, when we talked about that, guys, look, I never want a guy to be gun shy. So if I throw it ahead to Hunter and he's made 3 in a row, hey man, go for it. You know what I mean? But if we've been on a bit of a stretch here where it's not going down or the game, let's move it. Let's get the ball inside out. Let's try and get some dribble penetration. Let's get some paint touches, and let's just play basketball a little bit better as a team. And I thought we did more of that tonight, and that helped with the three-point shot.
Okay, what do you got up your sleeve for Fresno State? I know one of the assistants has already been on this.
We're on it. We're on it right now in the locker room with the guys. We have to find a way to win this basketball game. It's obviously a huge game. We know that. They have 2 exquisite guards that everybody knows about, and unfortunately, really of late, we've got big men that are hurting us around the paint, and we've got to get better production around the rim at both ends of the court. We're not winning that matchup at the rim right now, and Grimes was an excellent example of that in Game 1. So we've obviously got to do a really good job on their guards, but we've got to do a much better job than we've been doing around the rim with bigs.
I do need to ask you this. At 5:28, with the Lobos up 24, the game well in hand, and we're still piecing together details of what happened here, and you might be as well, but Michael Stedman apparently got into a verbal exchange with a fan, and then he was escorted off the court. Do you have any more details?
I just talked really briefly with their head coach, and that's what he told me. I don't really know much more than that, other than that one of their players got into it with a fan. I don't know, unfortunately, more than that.
All right, Coach Weir. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Very
guys.
big win.
Yep, I'll see you Saturday. Yep.
Lobo head coach Paul Weir, our guest. Post-game coach's comments here from Dreamstyle Arena the Pit. All right. This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield IMG College. Under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of New Mexico, reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of New Mexico and Learfield IMG College. Announcers are provided by Learfield IMG College and approved by the University of New Mexico. That's going to do it for us for tonight. I mean, we had the Dirty Birdie in the house. Tim Means. We had Brenda Gonzalez Means, his wife. Boom, boom. She was here, too. We had all the Jackson Wink top fighters. We had John Bones Jones, pound for pound, #1, you say?
Yeah, I think so.
We had Holly Holm, both world champions.
In this era. In this era.
Yeah. Okay. In this era, he's the best.
Yes.
He might be the best ever once it's all said and done,
man.
right? We had the preacher's daughter. We had Chris Brown on our air. It was fight night.
Yeah.
This was fun.
It was. And we got a win. Got a W.
Big W. 32-point W.
Yeah.
What do you take from
it? Prepare for Fresno. I mean, it's
confidence builder.
Some feel good, just a little bit. But you turn around real quick, and you've got Saturday. You got Fresno State coming in, and those guys are tough. I mean, they're backcourt. Taylor, and we know what Grimes can do down low, the post player. New Mexico's going to have to bring their defensive game against Fresno State.
They got that NMSU transfer too.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. We won't even mention it. 92-60, the Lobos rout San Jose State. For Maurice Jones, for Michael Carlisle, for Coach Weir, for Chris Brown, for Hunter Green. I'm Robert Portnoy. Hunter, all right, Fresno,
Saturday.
back-to-back home games.
Yeah.
Time to get some old Mo going. Get the snowball rolling downhill.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, to put together 2 wins before you get on the road, that's going to be huge for the team.
All right. Thanks, partner.
All right.
Feel better.
See you. Thanks, man.
All right. That's going to do it for us. Up next, J.J. Buck, Overtime Call-In Show. Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino, your phone calls locally. Lobos, a winner. New Mexico with the victory. It improves to 11-13 overall, 5-7 in conference. Spartans dipped to 3-20, 0-11 in league play, dropped their 14 straight. Final score for the final time: New Mexico 92, San Jose State 60. So long, everybody. You're missing a Lobo basketball from Learfield IMG College.